추가된 거 있나? 없네.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us. I heard they call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gills to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend all at once, all right?
서브 미션도 깨야 되는데.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
사막으로 가라는데 가기 전에 서브 미션부터. 노스리치에 있는 도래검 그 단원이 위기에 빠졌다고 했었는데, 어? 아, 파티원으로 들어오시네?
Welcome, welcome. You've a keen eye.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
어디 보자.
There's talk at the glass gate.
This is no time to ride.
Slavers don't even...
부님 실력 좀 볼까? 마법새? 아.
Faster!
Straight home now.
Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Stay still, you damned fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
아랍이네?
Easy. They're trying to get into the carriage.
아 뭐야 씨. 아이씨 쫓아왔어 분명히. 아이씨. 아이씨 카운터 칠려다 뒤집어 있네.
Nice try. I'll be more careful. That's all good.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
My team needs proper medical attention, but we'll get our new companion settled first.
Why risk your lives to free the likes of us? What could you possibly gain?
오, 이런 식으로 나오는구나. 원펀치 존나 재밌음. 여기 뭐였더라? 아, 약 추구해달라 했지?
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
맞았니? 맞았구나. 애들 왜 이리 따뜻해?
That's better.
캐스트 때문이구나.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
어디 보자. 저거 절벽 아직 활성화 안 되나?
Come on. Yeah.
활성화 안 되네. 그러면
Time and tide wait for no man, my boy.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
자막 진짜 너무했다잉. 불의 숨결 라이징 프라임. 이걸 이제 얻는다고?
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again. I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man.
Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
뭐 아직도 안 자?
I'm fine, Clive. Really.
미션 하러 갑시다.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
모래먼지 속 진실. 일단은 활성화는 돼 있고. 와우, 맵 존나 넓어. 미쳤다.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
여기 아예 막힌 길이네. 아이템이 어디 있을까? 이거는 맵을 좀 돌아다니는 게 국룰이지.
Time to fight.
로자리아.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
You let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
아이템이다. 모래먼지 뚫을 수 있네? 못 뚫을 줄 알았는데. 초코보 타도 되긴 하는데 걸어다니자. 걸어다니는 게 좀 구석구석 잘 살펴볼 수 있으니까. 도적 있을 것 같은데? 어째? 이거 쉬워 안 돼. 어이, 벌써 죽었어? 너무 빨리 죽어. 자, 아이템 좀 살펴보려 하는데. 이런데 아이템 있겠지. 응. 못 들어가네? 아이템은 따로 없어 보인다? 아닌가? 있다. 이스릴 벨트.
I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
아이템 없고. 저쪽 끝에 유적 있을 것 같다. 어째 느낌이. 아이템 있니? 에이 거지들. 떨어지는 데네. 줬어. 다 왔네? 고블린 있나보다 이쪽에. 비룡 있네. 오씨, 쉬쉬쉬. 오, 데미지 미쳤어 진짜. 맞네. 석탑을 발견하였습니다. 인데 아이템 없니? 아, 참 아이템 존나 깐깐하네.
Come on. Run like the wind.
이거 못 뛰어내려?
Be safe. Stay down.
오, 추가적 나오네? 저건 안 맞네. 저쪽에 있는 게 안 맞네. 데저트 로즈. 거의 다 잡을 거 다 잡은 거 같은데. 땅속에 숨어 있으면 안 보이긴 하는데.
Ready, go?
Faster!
Faster.
Thanks, girl.
얘들아. 강디역기 존나 재밌네. 바로 뒤에 야 몬스터 있는데. 다 먹었나? 들어가자.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the end?
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
여기 그냥 중간 거점 같은 거였구나. 뭐 없어? 없나 보네. 절로 가야 되는구나.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
아이템은 챙겨야죠. 몬스터 튀어나올 것 같은데. 그렇지. 아야.
And another!
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
어?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, well, heaven know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose, friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Take it! Try it.
아이고 잘못 썼다.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
아이 스프 존나 맛있게 드시고 계시네.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Clive?
당근 안 먹음.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go. Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
가기 전에
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
누구나 좋아하는 쫀득쫀득한 빵.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the twins and beyond.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog. You two can live like a lord.
Another fight, is it? Some people can't handle their drink.
Sorry, but the master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
You could melt butter in that furnace. Get it stoked.
Right away.
여기는 나가는 길이고.
Why is the tavern shut?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
아이템 찾아야지. 아이템 파밍 찾는 거 못 참지.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
이런데 꼭 아이템이 한두 개씩 있을 텐데. 그렇지. 우후. 마음 같아서 싹 다 뒤지고 하고 싶은데.
I need a drink.
뭐야? 바깥 대륙에서 전설의 사보텐더 토막 있고. 상관이구나.
Men have them wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
아이템 있다. 오 예스.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
뭐지?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey. and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
옛날에는 뭐 크리스탈 같은 거 날랐는데 뭐 지금은 몬스터하고 뭐 짐승들이 더 하는 것 같은데?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
뭐야?
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Ah, they've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
여기다가 상자가 없네.
Good day, my lord.
플래티넘 사지 않았나? 근데 나 이거 아예 안 샀나? 라이트닝 로드.
An excellent choice.
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang will be punished with arrest and incarceration.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Anything I can help you with, travellers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its
목욕탕과
markets,
무역,
and its smithies.
물티장가.
Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
오래된 상의를 찾으십시오.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
응?
How many times do I
아,
have to...
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further.
페르다.
He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
페르다를 찾으십시오.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Wait, incense! Wax candle!
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction. I know who you're looking for.
장관에 가보십시오.
Go to the
이쪽이잖아.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
아, 여기 다짜고짜 무기들로 미쳤니?
Fire and flame!
와, 펀치! 와, 이걸 안 죽는다고? 에라이? 막상 뛰었기! 존나 단단한 애들. 존나 단단해요. 아니야. 오. Stay down. 야, 나 필살기 맞고도 안 죽는 애들 진짜 오랜만에 본다. 잠몹 중에서. 존나 단단한 애들.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
여가의 강정으로 가십시오.
Lights and pots!
Needed to a
Light
silken
and dark.
softness.
Yes, they're the finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
뭔 말이야?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
크리스탈 보급이 안 되고 있다 했잖아.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
따라라라라라. 뭐 똑같겠지 다른 도시하고. 크리스탈 보급이 안 돼요.
I thought we were the only
구해주세요.
ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of crystalline.
어디 보자. 가까운 데부터.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves.
Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
횡령. 어? 여기 어디야? 아이템이 있을 것
Clumsy
같은데.
lout. If anything's damaged, it's the lash for you.
아이템이 없네. 까비.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
그러시군요.
The juiciest
Fresh
meat.
bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
어라? 이쪽인데?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
남쪽.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
자, 맵 탐방하면서 또 아이템 찾으러 다녀야 되겠네. 근데 30분. 한 30분 정도만 더 하고 뱅종할게요. 시간이 좀 많이 지났네. 이렇게 구석진 곳에도 몬스터가 있구나. 아, 아이템 상자 찾으러 온 건데. 반대편인데, 여기는? 애들이 많네? 왜?
You're finished. Titan!
아이템이 있었구나. 조준이 되나? 조준을 내는데 그 맞는 거 판정을 아예 안 뜨나 보는데?
Good girl. Faster.
오, 씨. 축구키.
Be safe.
아이고. 경험치 달달하고 딜이 약간씩 후달린다.
Titan!
이쪽 밑에도 살펴봐야 되겠지? 이런데 아이템이랑 뭐 숨겨진 오브젝트 있을 확률이 상당히 높으니까. 딱 봐도 뭔가 수상해 보여. 아, 반대편 선착장이구나. 아이템 상자 있지 않을까? 이런데? 없어. 그러면 이쪽 다 받고
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
상자 없잖아. 상자 없어. 이쪽을 마커 잡고
You deserve a rest.
날아가는 거 봐. 존나 웃기네. 너무 멀어서 안 맞을 것 같기도 하고. 동굴 있네. 뭐야, 이게 끝이야? 에반데? 에반데. 저쪽 보고 오자. 저기 정갈이 있을 것 같아. 암브로시 어딨어? 잡은 건가? 아이씨.
You deserve a rest.
Turn around, friend. There's nothing back there but a pack of bloodthirsty beasts.
개구라 같은데?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
와, 미쳤다, 씨발.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good! I'm I'm just getting warmed up.
성벽기! KR? 어떤 새끼야? 회복마법 쓰고 있어. 뒤지려고. 아 씨발. 건방지 새끼. 길마법 그만 써. 싸가지 없게. 싸가지 없게. 뭐 또 있어? 일하기 전에 죽었지요. 어디야? 원펀! 아니 멀다. 돌아가는 안에서 잡겠지 뭐.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
잠깐만. 도시로 강제 이동 안 돼. 아직 파밍 못한 거 있다고. 에라이 씨.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not?
그래픽 깨지는데?
To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
달리밀 여간 루보르의 신뢰 증표를 받았습니다.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisa Gelith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
여기까지 해야 할 것 같은데? 존나 재밌음. 서브 미션이 생겼어요. 서브 미션 2개. 나 여기 봤나? 여기 안 본 것 같은데?
Clive. How very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way. Ours is a blessed corner of the... At least they did. So, you and I... What? Alas. Still. Farewell now.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
So, you use a knife, don't you?
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
Needed to a silk.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how.
Everything I've worked for. Ruined. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Cooker.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
잠깐만. 2층인가?
Plates and pots, bowls and basins. Needed to a
이 말 걸었고.
Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord Kupka has several similar pieces in his collection.
앞인데?
Made from the stoutest stone.
안쪽에 식당이 있었나? 아닌데?
Just look at the detail. Hanging lanterns, pick the knockers from your door.
Fucking men of the wrong.
여기 아무것도 없었는데 이상하다. 이쪽 아닐 텐데.
I need to drink. You're going to drink my...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have pride
The
of
most
place.
fragrant herbs and spices from the breadths of the twin.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and
예리한
I'll make
미소이지.
short work of any carcass.
이 아저씨도 아닌데? 시장의 장인에게 이야기를 듣는다잖아.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
여기는 거긴데? 사창가인데?
I see you wear the Desert Rose. You won Blue Boar's trust, then. I assure you, Sid II, you will find it a more valuable treasure than any gold.
여기도 없는데? 씨발 어디지?
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
캐스트.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
아니 말 걸 수 있는 상대가 없는데 씨발? 뭐지?
Made from the stoutest
No use
stoneware.
calling Ambrosia
Won't
now.
ship, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
돌겠네. 바깥쪽인가? 설마? 이쪽인가?
Wheat incense. What candle?
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about. So, let's leave it there, shall we? No sense making a mountain out of a molehill.
찾았다, 씨.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
With the mine still closed.
Finally, we'll be able to get one started.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no use to me. Be gone.
We should
What
get
do you
those.
want?
Do you
Directions? Either take this road to the flag.
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
맨돌 땅. 여기인데
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
반대편이네.
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as happens. You'd never guess. I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
What the hell are those things?
이쪽인데 이쪽이야.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Broken down, you say, from the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
여기 길이 막혀 있다고?
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
서브 미션만 깨고 맹종하자. 너무 늦었다.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
존나 많네. 야, 이 미친이 덜 맞았어.
Out of the frying pan.
아야.
Nice try.
아, 아파. 얘도 그 카운터 터지네. 몰랐네 이것도.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
아이템은 다 챙긴 거야 이러면? 어떻게 된 거지?
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test.
연계 서브 미션이야 이거? 설마?
But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
아이씨 연계 케이스네. 어디로 간 거야?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
일단 여기까지 하겠습니다. 여기까지 하고 내일이나 내일 모레 이어서 하는 걸로 할게요. 시청해주셔서 감사하고 방송 종료하겠습니다.